Right you.
Verse. Got a summer job and I dress like a jerk. Wanna do stuff, but I gotta go to work.
And what made this day?
And someday, Jeremy will know.
Mac, make that boys are the scourge of the earth.
I was watching that!
Looking.
Watch out. This might lead to human.
It's
You'll
Did I mimic?
Ow! Those paintball thingies hurt! I'm gonna have a welt!
Ow! Damn it! Oh well.
We're gonna study how warfare impacts all aspects of culture!
Ow! Some rules are made to be broken.
Oh, look who's got another friend.
Ow! Those paintball thingies hurt! I'm gonna have a welt! Ow! Ow! Those paintball thingies hurt! I'm gonna have a welt!
Oh, look who's got another friend.
Ow! Some rules are made to be broken.
Ow! Those paintball thingies hurt! I'm gonna have a welt!
Another year of boredom, punctuated by the tinkle of shattering dreams. Happy New Year.
Love is more than presents and flowers and boxes of chocolate and stuff. There's movies too. Love ya.
No, St. Patrick did not turn beer green and did not get rid of all the snakes people saw after drinking his green beer! C-.
Must find the eggs Jake hid for the girls, remembering what they did to the lawnmower last year.
All hail the return of the bear midriff.
Have a cool summer. See you at the beach. Love ya. I'll never forget you, whoever the hell you are.
Song!
Verse. Got a summer job and I dress like a jerk. Wanna do stuff, but I gotta go to work. Chorus. Summer really sucks.
Dear students and faculty, at this opening of the school year, allow me to begin by saying that the new metal detectors and urine tests are our friends.
Note to girls, no candle and pumpkin, local hooligan might light foot on fire and sue!
This is your bet on a diet. This is your bet on Thanksgiving. Nuff said.
Best wishes in this season of joy. Hope you don't get hypothermia.
And what made this day sick and sad?
A book about a depressed, antisocial teen? Who'd be interested in that?
Hey, it's cool. I have trouble driving at night too.
Sometimes I think of myself as a wizard and all my students are dwarves. But perhaps I've said too much.
And he also invented the fig.
They called him Mr. Peanut. Of course, that was all in the days before Prozac.
I see London, I see France, I see Blanchard's underpants. Ew.
If I were him, I wouldn't worry about the blue suede shoes. I'd start with the weight and the cape.
says we don't have Nixon to kick around anymore? Just find me a shovel.
Babe, I can't watch this. What if the guys find out?
Well, I think guys with one lung and an oxygen mask look cool.
Now we have the vote and no one worth voting for. Too bad the last broadcast didn't happen before they invented the Spice Girls.
For inventing the Hollywood style of friendship, we salute you.
So he invented a device to destroy civilization. Who are we to judge him?
Then why bother turning 21?
Can nothing rid us of Baywatch?
Maybe we can't all just get along.
I'm not so sure that dying in Baltimore is scarier than living in Lawndale. Freeing us at last from the scourge of English teeth.
As an American, I'm darned proud of the way we don't leave our leaders' corpses lying around, except the ones still in the Senate.
If the devil did it, then the devil can clean it up.
That's when I thought my TV set was taking drugs!
An easier, more convenient way to get drunk and stupid. You can't stop progress. I thought the whole point of voting was to get these guys off TV.
I've got to get me one of those.
Okay, maybe I don't want to be an astronaut space guy. No, I definitely don't want to be an astronaut.
Try to hug me, and I'll give you something to really cry about.
I think we'd take his teachings a lot more seriously if he wore a real pair of pants.
Would you like some fries with your national humiliation?
You mean back then horses knew how to drive?
That is one old groundhog!
If I hear that song one more time, music won't be the only thing that dies.
Once again, they've taken away any incentive for young people to go into government.
I guess we're all glad his mother didn't name him Richard.
Why have these people forgotten how to behead their monarchs?
Oh, come on, Chuck. Just squeeze out a few more chapters for Bleak House. What do you say?
Dressed like they are, I can guess why they don't like girls.
Talk about term limits.
No, the Feast of Gilligan's Shipwreck will not be a school holiday.
Without him, we'd be running around in the dark chasing squirrels for entertainment. Darn you, Thomas Edison.
Anyone I'm not supposed to learn about is fine with me.
No wonder the Indians wanted to kill them.
See what happens when you don't send flowers?
Yet another undervalued woman.
Thank God he didn't live to see Chucky's brutal reign of terror.
Of course I'll help with the fund drive. I'll have Jake drive the funds whenever you'd like.
Imagine there's no Yoko. It's easy if you're deaf.
Gee, Quinn always thought the Earth revolved around her.
You want to make the space program interesting? 2 words. Ray guns.
And some old scores begin to be settled.
But which one of his 8 feet got infected?
If that's the first clone, then who are those people I see walking around the mall? And then there's the Darian calendar, in which every day is wrong.
Hey, got any more wars we can fight for you?
I could see the social equality of communism working, as long as I was boss.
Honey, the Americans are coming. Put out clean towels and stop torturing the dissidents. War is hell, and very, very profitable.
No, I wouldn't want a bear to watch me eat, but that's different.
2 kids alone in the house with a talking cat. Hello, social services?
I can see how that might be a tough thing to say face to face.
The Gipper's not something dirty, is it?
Could those coats have been the problem? Red's such an angry color.
Put some clothes on those people if you want to do a mural in this school, fella!
Should I buy a hotel? Nah, screw it. I'm going to bed.
Divide the number of dependents by 2/3 the sum of deductions? Gah!
Barbie, big deal. You'd never catch me being chewed up by a dog.
I see guys do that all the time. Did that show involve beer?
Oh, has the position been filled?
Unless they're knocking on people's doors with hatchets, it just isn't scouting.
Queen, why are those furry animals trying to climb into your head?
E equals MC, hammer?
At least that Senate knew how to get something done.
If the French like him, they'd love this thing I used to do with a crayon and my nostril.
May the road rise to meet you as you pass out.
I just like the way it sounds like an angry alien's eating a guy's face.
I just can't help wondering how his life could have been better with anger management.
And I thought people who took up 2 seats were bad.
You have to admire that kind of loyalty. Not emulate, just admire.
Let's mark this day by seeing how long we can suck our stomachs in.
Wow, I bet if he lived, they would have gotten married.
Next time, mess up animals that aren't so cute and people won't get as mad.
Too bad he dropped the costumes. They were a good distraction from the songs.
No emotions? Oh dear.
Damn parallel parking!
So we'd glow in the dark. Think of the money we'd save in electric bills, and isn't that what nuclear power's all about? Once you accept my trained monkey theory, the whole conspiracy falls into place.
Never again would surgeons belong to the Worldwide Wrestling Federation.
If nobody hates my music, how can I tell whether it's good?
One of those hospitals that are sicker than the patients.
If he'd known about theme parks and family vacations, he would have just kept moving. He was a huge talent. Now he's simply huge.
Leave it to a bunch of guys to pick a flag that doesn't match anyone's outfit ever.
Suddenly Thanksgiving doesn't seem half bad.
Where'd they find it?
Maybe that's why the French seem shorter.
Party in the White House! Party in the White House!
Funny how nobody ever asks him to take off his top.
Enjoy your moment in the sun. Velcro is coming.
What do you mean we have a problem?
And no one ever skipped class again.
Did anyone ever think I might like web toes?
If that had happened during Lawndale High's production of Pinafore, Lincoln would have thanked Booth.
So I guess it's a lot safer to sail on an iceberg?
Those two brothers, always getting high.
Followed 6 months later by 2 rockets full of exterminators, damn it!
Looks like the good Lord's a Raiders fan.
Now, I don't want those of you in the diplomacy club to get any ideas.
Please, everyone knows her butt is computer generated.
A story about crazy families and a lousy school. You've lived the life. Now read the book.
Why should I worry about the chipmunks? I've got cardboard in my shoes.
All the world's a stage. Who wants to do the balcony scene with me?
Now kids don't have to hang around on street corners to meet suspicious strangers. Thanks loads!
Man, don't cars deserve to be free like the rest of us?
They weren't really the evil empire. They were just accident-prone.
But playing baseball with bricks is so much fun.
If those bombs are so smart, why don't they just ask where he is?
And the therapist says Jake's almost gotten over it.
And the conquistador battle cry was, "Let's focus, people!"
Sort of okay Britain is a little more accurate.
After Job's boils, the whole thing seems to lose steam.
Now we get on the scene like a drum machine.
I'm afraid you fellows are off safety patrol permanently.
But today he's remembered simply as the least funny Marx brother.
Oh, the humanity! I always wanted to say that.
I should have taken the airship.
I don't like chemistry either, but isn't that sort of extreme?
How comforting to know that murderous wackos aren't just a passing fad.
Followed by the epic search for a reason to go to Omaha.
The secret of his genius? Paint fumes, most likely.
So she was into accessories.
But I thought you could only hurt the poet with kryptonite.
Open wide and say moo.
Why don't they just drop the act and ship us all in cages with a water dish?
A bowling pin shaped like a guy. Big deal.
And then those fancy horses and their horseshoe endorsement deals wrecked the sport.
Whenever I see pictures of that, it makes me think of Jake's head.
Leaving it to the girls to continue smoking corn silk and rolling bones in alleys. And we've all been wishing the Atlantic was wider ever since.
Now it's the only statue in the world that wears a catcher's mask.
It's a beautiful day in your neighborhood. Stay out of mine.
Do you think magnets in your ears make you smarter? What? What'd you say?
Yo, how's Mr. Tambourine Man supposed to play a song on a tambourine? This has been bothering me for some time.
Does this include kids you'd like to see missing?
We didn't lose that war. We just got bored!
Another reason not to dress like Stevie Nicks.
A simple, effective weight loss system, with only one bad side effect.
Hey, I can see your house from up here. I still think it would be more patriotic if his eyes lit up and rockets shot out of his head. But that's me.
Since then, I think they made cloning humans from dolls illegal.
And remember, if you must like that M80, take it out of your pocket first.
I've always felt that he would have made a fine school administrator.
That's not so bad. I'd be insulted if he called us Itsy Bitsy Satan.
Oh dear, well, that couldn't have done much for PTA night. Hey, did they fly it over the Super Bowl and take crowd shots?
If it weren't for the bravery of those men, we'd all be wearing lederhosen. Ew!
But only his friends call him the.
Just think, today they get that much for one scalping.
You'd think a guy who's so comfortable with his body would be more cheerful.
I don't mind the pen, it's the writing that creeps me out.
I hope he had the common courtesy not to use a periscope in the womb.
So that explains why little countries aren't scared of our military anymore.
I used to scare Quinn by telling her they were under her bed. She's still afraid to look. A disease that makes me forget who I am. This is bad.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
Gee, you mean they had to entice women to watch a bunch of sweaty guys scratch themselves and spit?
Now, violating the Constitution instead of an intern, that's a crime worthy of the presidency.
Luscious ladies in space, I must contact NASA about my spandex spacesuit designs. Oh.
Makes me think twice about marriage and my career as a secret agent.
She was pretty nuts, eh, Daria? Daria?
Just say his name and people will think you're smart. Or depressed.
How'd they get all those clowns into that little coffin?
Sounds like that night Northern Europe turns downright delinquent.
And the tip was what? A couple of fingers?
But if we can't pray for grades, we'll have to study!
What's the use of having an H-bomb if we have to listen to countries we don't like?
Well, there go half of my excuses.
I guess they were naked because they hadn't invented full-figured fashions yet.
So what did Texas do for 4 years?
I just don't see how a guy who beats people up for a living could be so violent. Did they have Ben Gay at the actual battle?
So let's all join hands and hate each other for who we are as individuals.
He'd be cute if he'd quit getting old.
A yearly reminder that Britain was well rid of us.
Why pay to see a freak show when you're living in one?
That pretty much finished off any plans for family camping trips.
I thought they were cool until I found out they didn't really live in a yellow submarine.
And wasn't able to sit down again till 1912.
Why even bother ironing if some passionate Adonis is gonna crush you to his heaving chest?
Next time they'll keep their doggy doors open.
Barbecue, anyone? You can bet that shed some light on the subject.
Thanks, but I like my desperation loud.
I still have a question about his friendship with that Chewbacca. If King Louis didn't use his head before the revolution, maybe he didn't miss it after.
I had visions of sugar plums once, when I got hit in the head with a volleyball.
Were any of the testers still around afterward to say how it went?
thus contributing 6-foot-tall gesticulating animals with giant heads to the American experience.
I thought that was just another name for a Trans Am.
Aren't scarecrows supposed to keep stuff like that from happening?
And he wasn't so great in a good mood.
Funny how a guy who played a cop has a name that sounds so much like donut. Conspiracy?
I guess he had a twofer special going that day.
John Quincy Adams in a Speedo? Ew!
A superhero who needs glasses. I guess that's the closest I'm going to get to a role model.
We won't be making those in our chemistry class.
I hope the instructions were better than the ones that came with this VCR, damn it!
They had cable? I didn't even know they had TV. You know, Europe could have benefited from an anger management workshop.
Watch out, you Martians. This time, we'll be doing the probing.
I still don't know why they won't check the duct in the girls' bathroom. Someone's in there.
The only thing I want to invent is a life. By the time I finally got through it, I wanted someone to harpoon the author.
And now we have someone to bomb when we feel feisty.
That woman simply has to have elves.
Would it hurt the cause of peace to shave once in a while?
She's really hot for a dead chick.
Oh yeah, I read his biography, Fear of Frying.
Espionage and tap? That could be an interesting class.
Isn't she that dolphin on that TV show?
The fat man sings. Loud.
Of course, the real world has given the phrase all sorts of new connotations.
And someday, Jeremy will know freedom too.
Fashion's debt to him can never be repaid.
Why does everyone act like that was such a bad idea?
Hit 65 and you get an allowance. I'll bet they make you mow the lawn.
Though you can relive some of the magic if you climb to a dumpster on a rainy day.
We shall not see his like again, except pumping gas and shopping at Kmart.
A mouse jumped on my head once. That's sort of the same thing, isn't it?
Giving women the freedom to discover 100 other reasons to regret dating.
He didn't hurt the office. A little Lysol paint and bug spray and no one will even know he was there.
That man wrecked my 8-track! Cool!
They make them take an exam before they'll let them mix drinks?
Another war we had to fight them. Mon Dieu!
That bottle is now on the New York condo market for $3 million.
Just so long as they didn't light the flag.
When you take the test for a license to kill, do you have to parallel park?
I don't care how good the school system is. A volcano is a bad place to buy a home.
If she'd run a high school, then I'd vote for sainthood.
And now, you didn't have to know how to read to be manipulated into a permanent state of discontent.
He's like a really loud version of a mime.
Consider her a Jane Austen who, you might say, rocks.
Otherwise known as Montessori's Revenge.
And for you non-fictional ape men, there's always our football team.
But just try suggesting that we improve the school the same way.
I don't get it. If you wait long enough, won't tomorrow just show up?
And it all started with a little roadside rehab clinic.
A guy called Babe? What was his girlfriend's name? Dude? Get it? Dude?
That was back when the French were nice.
Whatever happened to that spin-off they were gonna do? Dive, Rabbi, dive.
Have you ever tried to swim in a bathing suit and high heels? It hurts!
And now he's organizing the People's Republic of Hell.
Just what I needed! A show about a stern father figure with a gun!
I can't say I would have minded if the two guys from In Cold Blood had paid a little visit to that little house.
Was there an episode where Davy Jones got squashed like a bug? Maybe I dreamt it. 1814. Hendrix was older than I thought.
He left out the circle of hell that involves trying to get through a poem that will not end.
Are you sure that wasn't Vice Squad? Sounds like a pair that the Vice Squad might be interested in.
Has anyone stopped to think that maybe the heretics needed tough love?
He didn't even have time to eat his complimentary nuts.
There's a book for me. The Little Engine That Couldn't.
You think I'm gonna make some kind of blowhole joke, but I'm not.
Alan Dershowitz owes her a huge debt. She really pioneered the whole annoying TV expert thing.
Jake's not handy enough with an axe to be a Stephen King character, but he's getting there in the mental department.
If they're looking for love, they may search me for the goods. Urgh.
If that's the future, then my plan to save my head in a jar is off.
I think it would be a good idea to do a show where Cookie Monster gets his thyroid checked.
She's the type who goes through your underwear drawer the second you're out of the room.
If he were born today, he'd call himself a gangsta whale.
Now it all makes sense.
The first night game Lawndale played, Kevin tried to throw Mac's head.
Oh my! You can play the piano with your feet. That's wonderful! Jake, would you please get the Lysol?
That's how traditions start.
Also known as Old Ladies with Clubs Month.
A dimension in the middle ground between boredom and hell. You're about to enter the suburban zone.
I think Mayberry was downwind from a tranquilizer factory.
I would leave nothing to a kid named after a rodent.
Wow, I don't think I'd like to lose on that show.
That's how the holidays were at my house!
Must our illegal operations be carried out by guys who look like Howdy Doody?
Oh dear, I hope no one was hurt.
In consideration of other students' religious beliefs, pagans will not sacrifice to Odin on school property.
Funny how guys in caskets and prom dates dress the same.
Those people read out loud really well.
You have to give the Indians credit for hiding the place as long as they did.
But try to get Helen to help me change a tire!
And if they won't do what we want after that, then we'll send the bombers.
Women everywhere owe her a terrific debt for making the rest of us look rational.
Their labels must have been huge.
There still aren't nearly enough dead salesmen in telemarketing.
So if you plan to have a war, be nice.
Cheer up. At least you still got the Falkland Islands.
He likes tombs. He'd be right at home at Lawndale High. The Iceman goeth.
If they hadn't backed down, I might be going to school with mutant cockroaches. Maybe an improvement.
He also invented the oversized host desk, designed to hide joke-writing dwarves.
Get rid of all your cool army stuff just when it's almost as good as a video game? Yeah, right.
For all we know, he actually dated women with eyes on the sides of their heads.
A model for today's young woman about why to stick with a cat.
With the first graffiti showing up about 3 minutes later.
That must have been some party.
But umbrella stocks went up.
Martians, Martians, Martians.
But to real flesh-eating ghouls, it's known as amateur night.
At least they know how to accessorize.
But not the last. Where do you get a name like Oprah?
Oh joy. You can never see too many grinning idiots before breakfast. The only curse I can see is being named Tut.
What's a holiday without a little crazed mob activity?
I thought they were cool until I saw what they looked like with a school band uniform.
To each according to his need. Please.
But the X-ray glasses are a total rip.
Why don't they just put bars on the White House and get it over with?
It's not easy being green, but it sure is dull.
I think he's been reincarnated as our history teacher.
Princess of Monaco? Is that like a gas station?
So I'm not the only one with that problem. Bark if it hurts.
And contemplate declaring war on a nearby goat.
They waited till we sailed home before they burned it.
We have the freedom to beat up the school newspaper dorks when they say the team sucks.
And began his relentless campaign to take over the world.
They should make presidents with little suction cup feet.
And then they read it.
And then there was Jello, the clear, boneless brother no one talks about.
It's the inane conspiracy theories that blow my mind.
See what happens when you miss career day?
Why would anybody want to do that?
She and that hatchet proved you don't have to drink to have a good time.
You mean they don't just use the worm and hook thingies?
Man, he could play guitar and floss at the same time.
They have big Independence Day sales on suitcases.
I felt pretty cheated when I found out it wasn't about sideshow performers.
He wants to stay a teenager? The man's diseased. Let freedom sit.
Anyone who thinks that thing is safe never shaved that little place under my nose! Ow! Damn it!
I thought the Wizard of Oz was first.
I guess they found out that Americans make lousy pets.
Where does the garbage go at Disney World? And why does this hot dog taste funny?
That's why I prefer motion detectors, metal detectors, backpack x-rays, and Rottweilers.
Though we got them back pretty good with that whole atomic bomb thing.
Are there other members of the lizard royal family we don't know about?
That guy was stoked!
If she'd ever found her way to Hallmark, birthday cards would be a lot more fun.
Now men won't give up any seat for a woman.
And I bet MTV looked a little different back then, too.
In real life, he'd have broken his neck on that thing and punched Mary Tyler Moore for laughing.
I predict a bunch of gullible people are gonna believe a whole lot of dumb crap.
They're spending billions on a flying dustbuster, and I'm clipping coupons! Ah!
If Wood could talk, it'd sound like him.
Those luscious lovelies can airbrush me any old time.
I don't know about moss, but a Rolling Stone gathers a lot of wrinkles.
He knows when you are sleeping. He knows when you're awake. And he's got a death ray pointed at all your major cities.
I didn't know dating was a game. Aren't games supposed to be fun?
So that's where my father got his parenting ideas.
And she immediately accused her parents of treating her like a prisoner.
Those old steam-powered radios were hell on the ears when they blew.
I'm sure he just wanted to send good tidings to London. I don't know why people get depressed at Christmas when they can be depressed all year.
When is the sacrament of the Jell-O shots?
That guy never learned to cut the strings. Bummer.
There's a holiday I don't mind missing.
A lot of holiday stress going on there.
Nothing you won't see any weekend at the mall. But Happy New Year all the same. Another year? I thought we just had one. No high school education is complete until you've chased your fellow students around the woods with toy guns. Another year of boredom, punctuated by the tinkle of shattering dreams. Happy New Year. With the smell of turkey, relatives are beginning to appear. Must find somewhere else to go. Great. Another person who pretends they like you. Watch out. This might lead to human interaction. Okay, so you don't have a million friends. Another one bites the dust. Just like a real live phone book. If you get hit by a bus, better destroy this list first. Someone's got serious time on their hands. The ones on the bottom of this list might get offended, if they knew how to read. When you get to the ones at the bottom of this list, you're gonna want to talk loud and slow. Are they as twisted as you? Would you laugh if you saw them reading a book? Do they like your music? If they don't like your music, do they at least like music that's weirder? Do they think buns of steel are a personality trait? Do they think the world would be a better place without spandex? Can they stare at a wall or television set longer than you and not lie that they were thinking? Do they consider college simply a place to ferment before going straight to hell? Would you wear a sombrero just to please this person? When you die, do you want to come back as this person? Or as a small nocturnal mammal? If this person were elected president, would you move to another country before Inauguration Day? Is this someone you picture helping you preserve civilization from mutants in a post-nuclear scenario? Would you respect them less for wearing clothes that people wear in soft drink commercials? Instead of paying good money to see a movie about this person, would you wait for a friend to rent it on video? Would you be friends with this person if they didn't have a nose? Would they still look better than you if they didn't have a nose? If you got hit by a car, would this person empty your wallet before going for help? Would you be seen with this person if they wore bib overalls? Does it take you a long time to realize they're talking about nothing? If you needed a transplant, would they give you one of their better organs? Do they have any organs worth harvesting? If you were twins, would they be the evil one? When they dance, is there a need to suppress giggles? Would you be surprised to find out their toes are webbed? Would you be friends with this person if they confessed an ambition to become a rodeo clown? Do they feel the same way you do about the sound of children singing? Would you wear this person's underwear? Put realistically, should their career goals involve fast food? If they thought it was cool, would they put pebbles in their shorts? Would they look at home in a trailer park? If you woke up with a knife in your back, would you wonder if they put it there? Do you prefer the sound of their voice to that of a choking rat? Do you consider this person to be a waste of spinal fluid? Would they offer you that second Twinkie? Is their idea of kindness simply a matter of not putting a tack on your chair? Do they think bats are mice that are possessed by the devil? If they told you they were your best friend, would you think they wanted to borrow something? If you were related, would you spread lies about being adopted? Would you catch them tapping their toes to the theme from Scooby-Doo? Does their voice rise an octave when they see a puppy? If this person claimed to be raised by wolves, would that explain a lot? Does their idea of a good time involve fire or explosives? Are they easily distracted by bright, shiny objects? Do you think the space program should continue, if only to get this person into it and create some serious distance between the two of you? If they were abducted by aliens, would you worry for the aliens? Do they consider a haircut to be character development? If you woke up in their body, would you ask someone to shoot you? If they sold their soul to the devil, would you feel the devil got cheated? If you find your best friends are on the top of this list, then may the force be with you. You'll need it. Gee whiz, that's as fine a list as I'd hope to meet on a May morning. This one's for science. Observe the theory of evolution in your own address book. Remember, the people at the top of this list will find it disturbing to all concerned. And that's what makes this list so good. Hey, who even cares who's on this lousy list? Man. May your selection here be stalwart and true. And listing your friends by personal traits is in good taste. Even talking to the ones at the top of this list can get scary. There's going to be some crowding at the top of this one. See? You can find something good in anyone. As long as their face doesn't, who really cares? Of course, everyone likes lists. This could also work as height and weight in the afterlife. Don't make any long-term plans with the ones at the top of this list. They also believe that address books are cool. Maybe they like to bask in the light of their computer, too. A good list if you want to know who to call after a nuclear war or comet collision. Don't know how thoughtful the folks at the bottom of this list are going to think you are. Okay, here's a reminder. Don't forget this important thing you wanted me to remind you about. Another reminder, just so you don't forget and mess up your otherwise perfect life. Last reminder, if you forget, you'll always wonder what sort of pointlessness you just missed. Last reminder, I'll say it slow this time. Don't forget to... Oh, I forgot what I was reminding you about. Don't forget to do whatever it is you're supposed to do. or whatever is supposed to happen won't happen. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. It hasn't happened yet, so continue to imagine it's worth thinking about. Today's the day. This could change your life. Then again, so could a brick to the head. It's over. Done. Now let's move on and bore ourselves with something new. Oh, it's you. You again. Welcome. Bye-bye. Later. In you go. Try again. Think now. Do you like failure? Another great day. Here we go again. I'll still be here.
I'm more the mercenary type. You know, lone wolf operating alone kind of thing. It's amazing. Another one down. Right you are. Nice try. Another shot, genius. Loser. Looking for something? Here's trouble. Let's share. Toodaloo.
I love the team, but I love you too. But different. At least the coach says it better be different or I'm off the team. Cool. Out of there. Now I'm confused.
That reminds me.
Sit up straight.
Concentrate. Okay, one more time. I don't need this.
You're correct. You're excused.
It was just getting done, damn it!
You'll never miss it. Make it real. Who needs it? Hey man, I was sleeping. Later. Whatever.
Who wears short shorts? Everyone who shouldn't. Did I mean to do that? Sort of amazing. I was watching that. Get a life. I'm so out of here.
As you can see, our Lawndale High students take great pride in their school. That's why you'll each be taking a small psychological exam to spot any little clouds on the horizon as you sail the student seas of Lawndale High.
SOS, girl overboard.
Nobody told me about any tests.
Don't worry, it's a psychological test. You're automatically exempt.
Oh! Alright.
You, what's a daydream that you'd like to see come true?
Well, I guess I'd like my whole family to do something together.
Excellent!
Something that'll really make them suffer. Winning the fight against low self-esteem takes support. From teachers, from friends, and most of all, from family.
Loser, still talking?
And so the one person I'd like to thank more than any other is my very own sister, Quinn Morgendorfer. My sister, Quinn, has forgotten more about self-esteem than I'll ever know. Are you out there, sis? Stand up and let me thank you.
That like brain is your sister?
Are you a brain too?
Stop following me, Daria. You're following me.
We go to the same school.
Hey, Quinn, can I carry your books?
Hey, Quinn, can I carry your pencil?
Hey, Quinn, can I carry your, got anything else?
A hair scrunchie?
Great.
Careful. Don't hurt yourself with that scrunchie.
Is that your sister?
Don't pry, Joey.
I'm Jamie.
Whatever.
I'm really not much of a performer. I'm thinking more along the lines of fundraising.
Oh. Well, we're selling magazines, CDs, and wrapping paper. Jump in.
Can I go with my friend Jane?
Sure. She wants to help out?
Mm-hmm. She's a big joiner.
No way, baby.
Come on, do it for friendship.
I have no friends. I walk alone.
Well then, do it for sisterhood or something.
Are you nuts?
Then do it for the opportunity to look inside people's houses and find out what screwed up taste they have.
I'm bringing a Polaroid.
Look, Kevin, the Pigskin Channel. Great big guys slamming into other great big guys. Fun.
Cool.
The Pigskin Channel. Classic football games 24 hours a day, every day, all this month.
Good thing I have nothing planned.
Can you believe Daria to take Kevin away from me?
I can't believe anyone would try to take Kevin away from you.
Thanks. You're a friend. Kevin, the new Whitney Houston movie is out and I want you to take me. Tonight.
Can't, babe. Gotta work with Daria. You know, science.
That's all right, Dr. Pasteur. You can take a night off.
Daria? That's a chick movie.
Kevin, Brittany's a chick.
I heard that. Which show are we going to?
Uh-oh. Gotta go. Practice.
Similar reactions also occur in humans. Take the mugging victim beaten with nunchucks in an alleyway. As he or she recalls the attacker's face, his scraggly goatee and cheap dangly earring, she learns to hate and fear all men, regardless of age, race, or taste in jewelry.
Really?
Don't interrupt, hateful scum. Excellent job, Daria. You get an A.
All right!
Not you, you man. You get a D.
All right!
Brittany, although your topic, the cult of abs, was an intriguing one, I'm afraid that the choice of photo collage rather than actual text did not work to your advantage.
D. Bummer. And I ruined all my magazines.
You want me to take over your babysitting job? I'm not sure, Quinn.
Please, just this once. You're the only person I can trust to do this, Ronnie. I can tell by your eyes.
Really?
Yeah, they're so sincere.
Well...
And your face, it's very honest. You're so nice and dependable and...
Nice? Sincere? You're never gonna go out with me, are you?
Nope.
Raisins?
Raisins are nature's candy.
Then why do they have to cover them with chocolate to sell them at the movies?
Sugar is bad.
Sugar rots your teeth.
Sugar makes you hyper.
Hitler ate sugar.
Yo! Hey, Grandma. It's time for your damn pill.
Huh?
You were supposed to be here an hour ago. I'm desperate.
I had to wait for my ride. Trent just got back from rehearsal. Relax, I'm on my way.
Dad dropped the spore. Did not. It was a raisin.
Bring junk food.
So when you want to go out again?
How about a week from Thursday? I'm booked until then.
I thought you were my girlfriend now.
But I can't cancel all my other dates. I have to stick to my commitments. Besides, I wrote them down in pen.
Wednesday? Eric? But he's my best friend. And who's Bob?
No, that's B period, O period, B period. It stands for boy on bike. I didn't catch his name.
Let me see that.
Hey!
Whoa, what's this? Long-term plans. September, break up with Skylar. October, go out with Taylor?
His parents have a ski house.
Quinn, there's that girl you know. Let's ask her. Hello? Quinn's cousin or something?
You'll have to excuse me. My sister wants me to stay away.
So, Quinn's little friend, or whatever. Take a look at this.
What is it?
It's Brooke's new nose. Isn't it cute?
Don't worry. It'll grow out.
Now, Kevin, what happened last week when you walked down the street saying hello to people?
12 people smiled back, 15 said hello, 8 said hi.
And, Mr. Football Hero, what happened this week when you said hello to people wearing your special ugly face?
14 people pretended not to see me, 5 crossed the street to get away, 7 ran, 3 called the police, and I'm pretty sure this one guy fired a shot.
And so, what does this experiment teach us about how the perception of attractiveness affects human behavior? Brittany?
Oh, Kevin, what have they done to you?
It's just makeup, babe.
Don't touch me, you freak!
Why did I think this would be more interesting?
Good day, ladies. What's in the box? Art project? Science experiment? Adorable little pet?
A little of each, Upchuck. Take a look.
Call me Country Bumpkin, but what is it?
It's a fake boob.
Well, everybody knows that late curfews should go to people who can really use them. Attractive and popular people with lots of friends.
Wow, who said that? Thomas Jefferson? Or was it Barbie?
It can't be Jefferson.
Of course not. No pin-headed historical person could ever make that much sense.
Really?
All right, girls, forget the input.
Hey, does this mean we get to wander in the desert for 40 years?
Yeah, hi, Daria. I was kind of wondering if maybe you could stop now.
Dad, these tired bones may be locked behind prison walls, but when I play this rusty old harp, my soul flies free as a bird.
I'm sorry, honey. You go on and play.
Thank you.
Daddy, remember that tutoring you wanted me to take for math? It's going to be $50 an hour.
$50 an hour?
Well, I got the bad news from the periodontist. 6 months worth of gum work. $800 a month.
$800 a month?!
Mail's here. Did you know Congress still spends $250 billion a year on the military?
$250 billion a year?! Damn it! That's it, Daria! What am I, made of money?!
Jake, were you listening? Daria said...
Tutoring! Dental work! Congress! I'm not a machine, damn it! I'm a man! For once in my stinking life! Show a little...
Oh, Jakey, not again!
God! It's my eye! Oh, God, it's my eye!
Oh, no. Get the camera.
Yo.
What are you doing home?
What are you?
My family went crazy from eating psychotropic berries.
So we were evacuated from the woods and they had their stomachs pumped.
Wow, that's cool.
My family was already crazy without any berries, so Trent and I evacuated ourselves to the airport in my aunt's rental car and flew the hell out of there.
Oh, well, anything else new?
Nah. You?
Nah.
Why, Quinn, this is darling.
You look so happy, sweetie.
I felt happy. I always feel happy on picture day. You think that Nature's Precious Wonders was a good choice for background? Because I almost went with Starlight over Yosemite.
I think it was a fine choice. What did you pick, Daria?
Black cloud swallowing Chernobyl.
Come on, Daria. Where's your school picture?
Hey, Daria, I can't get past the introduction to this speech. Can I read it to you?
Does that mean I don't have to listen to it later?
Good afternoon, students, faculty, and distinguished alumni of Lawndale High. As a representative of your student council, any ideas?
It is my privilege today to once again send the message that learning is no substitute for winning.
And that it's not how hard you study. It's how hard you play football.
Excuse me.
You're kidding, right? You think I'm gonna talk to you? You, maybe. Like 4 hours into a kegger.
Perhaps after I vomit on your shoes?
I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, right. You said, excuse me.
You're on my locker.
Do you know who I am? Tommy Sherman?
I know the whole school is turning itself inside out because of some egotistical football player. And I've seen you insult or proposition just about everyone you've come across. So my guess is that you're the football player guy. Congratulations, you must have worked very hard to become such a colossal jerk so quickly.
Students, I urge you to take this opportunity. Curiosity, inquiry, expression, these are the building blocks of education.
Ma'am?
No questions. questions. Good luck, all.
I wanted to tell her I've got a great idea for a poster.
Me too. Mine's gonna be about cheerleading.
Oh no! Now what'll I do?
How about something on quarterbacks, babe? Hey!
Well, it's very gratifying to see so much participation in the contest. Charles, what's the name of your poster?
I call it Ride, Chucky, Ride.
And what exactly does it say about student life at the Century's Edge?
It's more of a personal mission statement.
Mission Impossible, he means.
And finally, we will be teaming up with the Science and Language Arts Departments for an interdisciplinary field trip to Jim's paintballing jungle. An activity that some of you might find a little more taxing than sleeping through class!
The Major League of Nations?
And why are we going to engage in simulated combat? Daria.
Because no high school education is complete until you've chased your fellow students around the woods with toy guns.
Your sarcasm amuses me, Daria. I hope it provides you comfort when you're cowering in a foxhole.
The bathroom's down the hall, or there's an ocean that way.
Ugh. This room is even geekier than I remembered.
I'm sorry. The maximum occupancy is 1. Please exit through the front.
Look, I know how you like to embarrass me and say we're related and stuff, but please don't tell Mom and Dad the school's looking for paintball volunteers, okay?
But I already sent out their invitations.
Ha ha! You didn't, right?
Now that Mr. O'Neill has predictably deserted us in our prime, I will take command. All right, if we spread out in a long line and sweep towards the flag...
Excuse me, Miss Barch? Since they can't see us very well because of the terrain, we can split up and they won't know where we are. Then we can attack from 3 sides, drive them out to the one side they think is safe, and then set an ambush there to capture them all at once. Probably be a good idea to set up a secret observation post on the high ground so we can watch them without them seeing us. What?
Quinn, I'm so sorry, but we need to talk about your performance.
Okay, but I'm kind of in a rush today.
Let's go over our last assignment. How I feel about polyculturalism. You wrote, I definitely prefer all cotton.
I didn't copy it, if that's what you mean.
No, I believe you. The thing is, now I don't want to panic or upset you, and please, take this in a constructive spirit. But I'm afraid you're not doing well in language arts.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
I don't think you understand. You're going to need an A on your next essay to maintain a passing grade.
You mean passing as in passing or failing?
Yes, but don't worry. All it'll take is some commitment, dedication, and hard work.
Oh,
no! Is this Quinn's house?
Someone by that name does live here.
Cool.
She's upstairs doing schoolwork.
I gotta pay more attention when I get these addresses.
Corey, I just came down to say I can't see you tonight. I have to write an essay.
Good one, come on. I got a special evening plan. Let's go, before there's a line at the drive-thru.
No, really, Corey, I have work to do and you have to leave. Sorry.
Quinn, what have they done to you?
Did a mime crawl in here and die?
I'm putting together an outfit. For your information, this is how deep people dress.
Yeah, deeply affected people.
Thank you. By the way, do you know what existential means? Because today someone told me my writing was existential, so I thought I should coordinate, with wardrobe.
Yeah, that's what Camus would have done. For your purposes, existential means pseudo-intellectual poser with accessories from the street fair.
Listen, I'm still available if you want help with your writing. Does this black match?
Matches my mood.
Can I ask you something?
I guess. What?
You don't think I'm a brain, do you?
The thought never crossed my mind.
Mine either. I mean, I really like the way this is getting to Daria, but I'm starting to feel like a phony.
You're starting to feel like a phony?
So I wrote a stupid essay. What's everyone making such a big deal about?
Well, condition people to expect nothing and the least little something gets them all excited. Ask Pavlov.
The custodian?
Whoa. Never mind. Return to your world and I'll return to mine.
Nature didn't see fit to give you much in the way of hips, did she, Daria?
I think I'm gonna be ill. Is that a problem for you?
Turn around, please.
Oh, Scarlet, you grow lovelier by the day.
I will kill you and bury your body in this dress.
Daria?
What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? An Arab sheik's in town to buy a few more wives.
They're putting on a bridal expo in the gym. We're modeling.
A bridal expo? That's a good message to send high school students.
It's a fundraiser for extracurricular activities.
I wonder what kind of extracurricular activities would lead to a wedding.
What about you? Are you in a play or something?
Yes, I'm playing Mrs. Lincoln after she went crazy.
I didn't know she went crazy.
Oh yeah, that's why Lincoln shot himself.
Wow.
Come on, Brittany. Let's finish our fitting, and I'll tell you all about nice Mr. Lincoln and how he died.
You mean the bullet didn't kill him?
Daria, there you are! I can't believe I didn't get to see you before the wedding!
It was a lovely ceremony.
Oh, but you haven't met Brian. Isn't he marvelous? He works for the government. Intelligence.
Aaron!
I know, I'm not supposed to say anything, but isn't it exciting?
If our national security is compromised, you can bet there's a woman at the bottom of it.
Oh, you!
Oh, God.
Well, these two are irreplaceable. Our girls, Quinn and Daria.
You have a very old soul.
It just looks mature for its age.
Is this a retro thing, or are they serious?
Let's get your bags, man! We travel light.
In the head. I gotta get out of here before I catch any more good vibes.
Daria, you can't leave me here with those yuppies.
Yuppies are from the 80s.
So, what do you call people with funny outfits who talk about peace and love and stuff?
Trekkies.
That's okay. I got it.
I owe you one then.
Next time. So, Janie says you're avoiding your parents' friends this weekend.
Their sunny 60s optimism tends to cancel out my bitter 90s cynicism.
Holdover hippies?
Yeah, they're big believers in the concept of voluntary simplicity.
I gotta use that. Sounds much better than broke.
Should I file this under self-indulgent posers or underrated geniuses?
Ask Trent or Jesse. Whichever one wakes up first.
I guess they call it a flea market because it makes you want to flee.
Come on, relax. We're gonna do well today. We've got a choice location.
I'm looking for snow domes. You got any, girls?
Sorry, ma'am. All we have are these strange flat discs the aliens left behind. You know about the aliens, don't you?
You enjoy working with the public, don't you?
Daria?
Uh-oh. We're about to be seen with a teacher. Hi, Mr. O'Neill.
Hi, girls. I'm just so invigorated. Great cinema is timeless. Couldn't that movie be made today?
I guess, if you could find someone to exhume the actors.
Can I give you two a lift home?
No, that's okay. We love to walk.
Yeah, it's perfect night for a nice long stroll.
Don't you want to sit in front, Daria?
I'd love to, but, you know, I'm afraid of an airbag injury.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. What was I thinking? Of course, you must sit in the back.
And then you open the window and say, "Life is a meaningless descent into the void." Then you jump, and on the way down you scream, "Now I understand everything."
Can you get rid of the window part and give me something funny to say? And a poodle. I'd really like a scene where I'm walking a poodle.
Actors.
Is there no way out? No exit, my friend. It's just us, stuck in this room together forever and ever.
Hell is other people.
On second thought, hell is myself.
Oh, look, poor refiner. I'm glad I don't need that. Have you ever noticed how popular people always have the tiniest, pores. I wonder why that is.
Your pores are really cute, Quinn.
But you can't see them, can you? Oh my god, they've been zooming! You better not zoom that thing. Stop zooming, I mean it. If you can see any of my pores on camera, I swear I'll kill you. Stop the tape! I do not have pores! My pores are cute! My pores are tiny! You're fired!
I have the cutest little pores, don't I?
You really do. Each one's like a tiny dimple.
I wish I had pores like yours, Daria.
Pores like yours. That would be a great name for a pore conditioning exfoliant.
God, Daria, how do you do it? Here we are, complimenting you on your perfect pores, and you're unselfishly thinking about how you can improve the pores of others.
Duh. I guess when it rains, it pours. Do you think I was too mean to Ted?
Oh, brother.
He's not a brother, and he's not in a cult. He's just very honest and ethical and smart, and I shouldn't have been so mean.
Whoa. You're really into him, aren't you?
No, but I do like the way he scares my parents.
Are you sure annoying your parents is good grounds for a relationship?
It was for Romeo and Juliet.
I don't understand why we should help some random loser find a date.
Now that's exactly the kind of negative attitude that says, I'm a fashion news reader and not a fashion news maker.
Thank you, Sandy.
But who will we get to be her date?
Robert, you like being allowed to sit at the other end of our table, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I have an assignment for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello?
Hello, traitor. It's a nice day, isn't it? For a traitor?
How can I betray something I don't believe in?
In case you didn't know, sports are like the beating heart of the yearbook, system.
Yeah, plus it's like getting in the yearbook is the only reason to join French Club in the first place.
Gee, Brittany, what about your deep love for the French people and their culture?
Love had nothing to do with it. He was just a lonely exchange student, and I wanted to give him an American goodbye.
Huh?
Sorry, this yearbook crisis is just messing me up.
It's all right, babe. See what you've done, traitor?
But you can't be serious about this.
Listen, Ted has a point.
Aha! It's that boy. So it's all about love, is it?
It is not about love.
All right, keep it your secret to cherish always, but just because you're going out.
Ted and I are not going out.
Whatever. Just tell Loverboy we want our yearbook back.
Did you hear that? You just used the verb want with the noun book.
Save the math games for your boyfriend.
This couch is all wood. You and your dad made it, didn't you?
Georgia pine. Very soft.
Okay, that does it. I'm sorry, Ted. I can't keep up with you.
Keep up? What are you talking about? You're the remarkable one.
Oh.
I mean, please don't take this wrong, but you've got it all.
Thanks. Here, want some gum? I guess when all is said and done, we're just a couple of ordinary American teenagers, right? Ted?
Wow! So this is gum! I like it! Mom! Dad! Gum! I got gum!
Mac, make that boys are the scourge of the earth.
The Telltale Heart? I love romance novels!
Yeah, nothing says be mine like a pounding heart beneath a floorboard.
Attention, young people. I have an exciting announcement. Grove Hills, the school for gifted and outstanding students, has issued invitations to several of our students to visit its campus. And among those so honored are Ms. Morgendorfer and Ms. London.
I knew those straight C's in math would pay off someday.
I hope everyone enjoyed our little film.
Yes.
Great! I think a super way to start this meet and greet session would be to tell a little about our goals in life. Who'd like to start?
Well, someday I'd like to own my own business. Maybe a consulting firm geared toward minority startups.
Excellent! Daria, what about your goal?
I don't have any.
Oh, come, Daria. You must have some goal.
My goal is not to wake up at 40 with the bitter realization that I've wasted my life in a job I hate because I was forced to decide on a career in my teens.
Mortgage! Sweet mortgage! What do you want to do now, honey?
Trial separation.
And then the other thing is, who came up with the name tennis bracelet anyway? It sounds like some kind of a sweatband, if you ask me. You know what I'd name them? Wrist ornaments. It's like a tree ornament, only for your wrist. Doesn't that sound festive?
Take her now.
This story I've got to hear.
What are you doing here?
I need to use your phone.
What's wrong with your phone?
Nothing. Can I spend the night?
Are you kidding?
My mother says I can't stay home alone.
I won't say a word. I'll even spring for the keg. But you have to pay for the dry cleaning.
It's too last minute to throw a party.
Then just talk on the phone all night. Ask your friends if they could be a nail polish, what color they would be, and why.
I'm sick of that game.
You're afraid to go home.
I am not.
Sorry, no vacancies.
All right, I'm afraid. There's mass serial puppy killers and stuff. Come on, please.
I'm gonna regret this. Never mind, I already do.
It's Briefs and Bagels Day at the Carlisle.
Daria, I wanted to talk to you about something. Have you seen this pamphlet?
Huh? Is your teenager using drugs? 10 warning signs. Yes, yes, no, maybe, sometimes. About 3 times a week. And not if she can possibly avoid it. In my opinion, Quinn's clean.
What?
Although, you might want to check her pupils.
I was thinking more about you, Daria.
Oh, then you're not supposed to let me read this. You're supposed to sneak around spying on me and looking through my sock drawer.
Oh. Kiddo? Which one is your sock drawer?
I can show you, Daddy.
Well, look who it is. Invisible Girl!
Look, I'm sorry about last night.
Ah, forget it. It was a rare opportunity, getting to hang out with Brittany in a grunge club. Although her hair did leak onto my shoes.
You're sure that wasn't her brain?
No, there was too much of it. Any idea what caused the so-called rash?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, the important thing is that instead of going to your friends for help, you ran screaming into the night.
Basically.
Perfectly logical response.
I thought so.
Jane?
Brittany? What happened to your hair?
Never mind that now. Have you seen Daria?
Why would you want Daria?
What makes you think I want her? I don't want her. Who said I want her?
You asked me if I'd seen her.
She hasn't told you anything interesting about me, has she?
No one's ever told me anything interesting about you.
That's a relief.
Anyway, she'll be back in a day or two. She's in the hospital while they check out that rare condition.
Condition?
Yes, she's come down with a slight case of, brain fever. It's a thing that brains get.
Wow, that sounds serious.
No, usually if you just read a bestseller, it'll go away. So, No need to mention it to anyone. I'll tell her you asked about her.
Just ask her if she remembers our deal.
What deal?
What deal?
The deal you just mentioned?
I didn't mention any deal. Forget I said anything about a deal.
Forget I said anything about a hospital.
Okay.
Hey, now we have a deal.
What deal?
Later.
Dr. Phillips was very nice. He said Daria's rash was probably triggered by anxiety. He gave us a prescription in case it doesn't go away on its own.
Anxiety? What could be giving you anxiety, sweetie?
Let's see. Every aspect of my life? That's Jane. See ya.
Daria,
Yeah.
your father and I just want you to know we're very proud of the way you handled this situation.
That's right, kiddo.
I didn't do anything but sit there like a crash dummy while they took blood. You were worried, weren't you?
Daria, we're your parents.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being there for me.
Did she just say...
Jake, don't spoil the moment.
I could have sworn I had money budgeted for a new roof, under capital improvements.
Oh, well, everyone makes mistakes.
Is that a polygraph machine?
Yes. Oh, I won it in a raffle.
I don't know where we're going to get the money for repairs. A fundraiser, I guess. Boogie Bash 70s Revival Night?
We can't. Someone stole the disco ball. No, we'll have to come up with something that truly captures the spirit of student life at Lawndale High.
Babe, this is very important to me. The Cadbury Tales are like classic, and I think I'd be great in the play. Just do the audition with me.
Oh, babe.
Because nobody plays a love scene like you, Kevy.
Oh.
Now go practice.
Yes, ma'am. Break.
Your lines!
Thanks for meeting me here.
Hey, I wanted to come, remember? Besides, I had to get out. Trent discovered a new chord.
Would either of you lovelies be interested in a madrigal?
No.
I am the brave Sir Chalk, manly and strong and quick.
I'm going to cut out your tongue, and fry it up on a stick.
Feisty. Hey, Andrea! You like madrigals?
Don't touch me, you howdy-doody looking creep.
You will marry a man while still in your prime. Then, after putting him through school and spending 20 long-suffering years begging him to turn off those damn Broncos and get a real job, he'll walk out of your life, leaving a trail of muddy footprints behind on the freshly cleaned carpet. But you'll be better off without him. Much better off.
Much, much better off.
And she's the living proof.
Should we get our fortunes read?
I'll pass. Knowing the present is bad enough.
Do you think I should call him?
Yes, right now, before I commit justifiable homicide.
Must stick head cold water.
Guys, can you help me out? There's some kind of riot going on in the auditorium. Just watch the information booth while I find Miss Lee.
Uh-oh, someone just put us in a position of responsibility.
The day has suddenly turned sinister.
Why aren't you wearing costumes?
We were, but we donated them to the Museum of Glorifying Violence in Medieval Times.
The medieval times were cool.
Yeah, the air was cleaner and there was less crowding, since the Black Death wiped out a third of the population in many places.
It must have been cool to see the ox carts rolling through the streets piled high with festering corpses.
And the real Robin Hood actually lived in the 1300s. King Edward II busted Robin and his band of outlaws poaching deer, but rather than punish him, he pardoned Robin and made him his special friend.
Robin was so grateful from that day on, he insisted on giving the king his bath.
Actually, Anne Boleyn was no prize either.
She had 6 fingers on her left hand, a big mole on her neck, and don't even ask me what was going on below that.
Okay, ladies, listen up. Since it's Focus on Agility Month, for the rest of the class I want you all to work on your cartwheels, splits, and aerials. Brittany, that's a perfect split!
Thanks, Miss Morris!
Funny how all the drills for Focus on Agility Month are the same ones you'd do if you were trying to sneak a cheerleader practice into a regular gym class.
Yes, and I don't intend to stand for it. They can have my squat thrusts when they pry them from my cold, dead hands.
What?
I don't know.
Gee, Daria, you're home late from school today.
Quinn's always home this late.
Yeah, but that's because she's usually with some... Oh my gosh, Daria, you met a guy!
Actually, I'm late because I had to make up gym class.
Oh, you don't have to pretend with old Dad. Go on, tell me, who's the lucky fella? Gee, Daria, I hope he's not pressuring you to, do... anything.
Alright, you figured me out. He's a senior, and he carves words into his arm. Together, we're hoping to buck the odds against teen marriages.
That's a good one, Daria.
I'm kidding.
Of course you are, kiddo, I knew that!
Oh, if someone named Knuckles calls, it's for me. You walking home?
Not today. Practice.
So you made the track team?
Yeah. This is the part where you say, hey, way to go, congratulations.
Hey, way to go.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Now don't get mushy on me.
Hi, Daria. How's it going?
Okay, out with it.
I was thinking that you and I could, you know, do something together.
Alright, who are you, and where are you hiding Quinn?
What? Can't a sister spend time with her...
Cousin?
All right, Mom is forcing me to hang out with you.
Forcing?
I've got her gold card.
Why didn't you just say so? Give me the first cash advance and you can come with me to the library.
The library? If anyone saw me there, I'd die.
Okay then, how about the mall? You know, where your friends hang out. Oh, they're eating dinner. Should I sit down and join them or fake a headache? I'm not feeling too well. I think I'll eat later.
Oh boy, cuckoo girl's at it again.
I'm really worried. She's been acting this way for days.
It's that guy Knuckles! I tell you, he's messing with her head!
Quinn, I thought you were going to spend some time with your sister.
Oh yeah, here.
What's this?
Well, that one's my timesheet showing the hours and locations where I babysat Daria. And that other one's a receipt for my new pleather jacket. Thanks!
$300?!
Dad, it's very difficult to keep her amused. Oh, and when the cash advance shows up on the statement, don't blame me. That's Daria's.
We can bake cupcakes for the whole class and pretend you're really popular for the day.
Will there be pony rides?
Do you have any ideas?
I just don't feel like celebrating my birthday. It's a totally artificial holiday created to stimulate the economy.
Aren't birthdays the one holiday the greeting card industry didn't make up?
That's what they want you to believe.
Okay, okay. No party and no present.
Who said no present?
Hey,
Quinn! Your date is here!
actually,
God, Dad, are you kidding?
Gee, I'm sorry, young man, but you know how girls can be. Just give her some time, son. Give her some time.
Is Daria home?
Daria? Who are you?
Hi, Trent, just so you know, we're having a 2-for-1 special.
Hey, that's cool, Axel. $11 each. What do you say, Daria?
We take a look at our piercing menu.
I don't think that's how you spell uvula.
It's not uvula.
I've been wanting to put a hole right here.
You can never have too many holes in your head.
Come on, Daria. Let's get the special.
I guess I could pierce my ears.
No can do. Specials 1 hole, ears are 2 holes. Full retail price applies.
That's too boring anyway, Daria. You gotta do something fun.
Fun?
You look nice with a lip ring.
Are you gonna let him talk to me that way?
I know what would be cool. Little silver hoop.
Yeah, okay. A navel ring works. It's a start, at least.
I am not going to pierce my belly button. It never did anything to me.
Daria, it would look really hot.
Hey, kiddo! Guess you're wondering what old Dad is up to with the big stew pot.
Guess again.
Daria, I woke up in the middle of the night with a hankering. I suddenly remembered the old kitchen sink stew they used to serve us at the military academy. You know why they called it that?
Because they put in everything but the kitchen sink.
Because they put in everything but the kitchen sink! Let's see. Soup stock, peppercorns, oregano, chilies.
Why is your father
Don't ask.
reading something?
Yes.
May I ask what it is?
It's a book. For school. About how fiction should do more than just entertain.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. A writer writing a book about how writers should write books. Must have been a huge seller.
Well, anything else going on in school?
Let's see. Nobody talked to me again this week. I wasn't invited to any parties for the weekend. And I think I'm getting one of those really painful cold sores. So all in all, another great week. Excuse me.
Yes, Daria?
This list of books, I've read all of them.
Oh, no. Would you like to pick another book to read then?
I guess.
Wait, brainstorm! Instead of trying to read a story for its moral dimensions, what if you wrote a story with moral dimensions? A special assignment, Daria, just for you.
I don't know. Who would I write about? What would they do?
Well, why don't you write a story taking people you know in real life and turning them into fictional characters?
I wonder if anyone would notice a difference. So it turns out that my life up to now has been a sham. I can't write. I can't produce a simple story.
Wow, Daria. I never figured you for a lack of imagination.
I have imagination. I can come up with all sorts of ideas, but none of them feels true.
Well, what's your definition of true?
Something that says something.
What? Anything?
No, something. About something.
Let me get this straight. You're telling me you want to write something, not just anything, that says something about something.
Right.
Gee, who'd ever believe you're having trouble communicating? Wow, so your story made your mother cry?
Out of happiness. That's the sick part.
And run the reason by me again?
She took it as evidence that I'm secretly not as alienated as I seem or something. It'll take me years to undo the damage.
So you gonna show it to O'Neill?
I have no choice. But if he cries too, I'm dropping out of school.
Wow. Well, listen, now that you've got such a great attitude and everything, can I have your boots?
Yeah, turn around and I'll give you one right now.